Hey guys, new video here. It has been quite a while since I made a video. I went on a trip to go see a concert and came back and played a lot. I recorded some videos, but I wasn't really too happy with the quality. Um, and I was trying some different things and couldn't really figure out how I wanted to make videos. So I'm just going to try to release a few and see if anything sticks. But yeah, I want to give a big update for everything that's happened. So I started doing a lot of witchery and got to EV, or sorry, I was doing witchery and I realized that you need EV to do the important things that are worth doing, like the Otherware Chalk and the Ritual to be able to teleport. So unfortunately, it's just sat still and haven't done anything with it lately. In terms of Thaumcraft, I cleared the Twilight Forest. I was able to kill everything there fairly easily. And my current wand is a Satin Entwined Greatwood wand. The next wand, it requires infusion. I have a ton of warp right now, so I keep getting these crazy warp events. I actually died yesterday while I was AFK to a Thaumcraft guardians that spawn on you. Not ideal. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of my warp soon because there's a lot more warpy research that I want to do, including the void boots, which have been my plan for a long time. So I can make the nano suit boots here pretty soon. Yeah, and then I'll be able to have some of the best boots in the game. And then in Infusion, have an altar set up, some Essentia set up, some heads, and then Ancient Cobblestone, which actually acts as a Infusion stabilizer, which is nice. Those are actually slabs. I don't know if the slabs actually are more valuable than the blocks. I assume that it's not, but I did it anyway. And then I have the Thaumic Restorer here and the Chicken Potion, which gives you, so you make this with a chicken trophy and a feather. Really easy to make it in the even. The valuable thing is when you can repair it in the Thaumic Restorer. And so I can swig this and I get a flying buff for 7 minutes. And it's actual literal creative flight, so I can, come out here and I can fly around and have 7 minutes and then it wears off. I can just keep chugging it and fly until I run out of potions. I also have a Mantle of the Raven, which I turn off gliding because it's kind of annoying, but prevents me from taking fall damage, and I think it still makes me go faster in the air. Steadfast Spalders for knockback, because the knockback of some of the mobs is really annoying. The Dragon Backpack, which just requires killing the end dragon, and otherwise it's a cheap recipe. It gives fire resistance, which means I can swim in lava and take no damage. Strength, which increases my damage dealt, and permanent night vision. And it gives a regeneration buff whenever I take damage. So it's honestly crazy how good that is. It requires using a dragon egg though, and that means I can't use it for bees or whatever for now. But making a dragon egg is not too bad. It requires, I think, I have the dragon heart, and I need Enderium. That's easy. The Ender Goo, I think, is from one of the planets. I forget which one. Maybe it's tier 2, tier 1 or tier 2. And then, otherwise, yeah, that's Draconium Dust from the end. Ender Goo, I forget what that's from. Indium from the end. This is all easy stuff. Just painful to... Okay. Yeah, so that's one of the warp events that I'm not a big fan of. I don't think that creeper actually explodes, but I don't want to wait and test it out, especially like on all my valuable stuff. Okay, so let's see what else. Goggles of Revealing. Started a little bit of bees, and then I realized to get the maddening frame of frenzy, you ideally need a well of suffering because of the amount of LP it takes. I've never done blood magic before, ever, so it'll be fun to experiment with that. And then I decided to wait. This requires, the well of suffering requires titanium, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the moon soon and get some titanium. Sure, this is all running. Where are my cells at? I need some cells. Might not have any empty cells. Let's just convert these down. This is how I'm getting sulfuric acid right now. I do actually have chem reactors set up to make sulfuric acid, but I don't like sparing all the oxygen it requires right now because I'm kind of low on oxygen. So I'm using sulfuric acid from the quest book to make my plastic boards. These in there. How many more up here? We do. So I need a lot of plastic boards to make more circuits. I need copper foils. Do I have any copper? Actually running kind of low on copper, but I might have to go get some copper. Let's see. Do we have any copper dust type things? No, no. Copper dust, I like using that for alloys. In there. So ideally I need to go get some copper and tin, which I'm low on both. I'm gonna need them for the rocket too, so I'm gonna do that. Add that to our list. Okay. Do that today. Ideally soon, so we can get it processing. And then let's see. Made all the LV machines that are needed. Made a lot of NV machines. They're all kind of here in a conglomeration. Min-maxed to use as few engines and turbines and cables as possible. This is my HV setup, which is min-maxed to run my macerator and ore washing plant thermal centrifuge setup. Hiding back here. Just very janky looking, but you know, in the future I'll make something way more beautiful with AE2. Right now I know how all this works and I don't really think about it. This is my sapling setup. It's actually working, maybe? Oh, not working. Where are you running it out of? Okay, we're full on this, so it must be just full over on the Ender IO farming station. Okay, Pyrolyze is running on, the coils it's running on are nichrome, which is something I did like yesterday or the day before. Still producing benzene. The big thing I did yesterday, which was pretty crazy, was this distillation tower setup. So charcoal byproducts go into here, and it produces wood tar, which comes into here. And this produces a lot of benzene, however you pronounce all these other ones. And then this is running on toluene, phenol, and the whole point of this setup, the reason why I did this is because it gives so many materials. So to make nitration mixture, it's not relevant, but to make the TNT, it's relevant. So need a huge amount of this stuff, like stacks and stacks and stacks of TNT to make this. And to make TNT, this is really easy. So you just take this and you fluid solidify it. That's it. And then you can throw it in a chem reactor with nitration mixture and you're good to go. And so this produces raw in huge amounts. So I do need to hook this up to a fluid solidifier before, sooner rather than later, so I don't waste a bunch of liquid. I set up these as well because I wanted to set up the 4x4. It wasn't really much more than just doing, I was already doing it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But this is going to be for wood gas, which gives methane and ethylene, and the other two are not as necessary, but I guess I can electrolyze that into oxygen, and I can get rid of my water electrolysis setup. The only problem is just getting oxygen all the way over here. Let's see, this is wood vinegar, which gives acetic acid, water, acetone, methanol. Methanol is really needed for the... What is that for? It's for oils, right? LCR, where is it? This. So it's made methanol and hydrochloric acid and silicon go in and make this, which is silicone rubber, which is the next tier of rubber and is required for a lot of things. The nice thing about this is it's just purely passive, and we get a ton of methanol. We also get a ton of other stuff, which is really useful. And so I was like, this whole setup comes only from one thing, and that's wood. Pretty impressive that just wood gives so many different useful things. All it requires is making this crazy distillation tower setup. And the complicated part of this was all the extreme circuits. There's 4 per distillation tower, so yesterday I made like an inventory full of these capacitors, and all the resistors, inductors. Inductors weren't too bad because I have neodymium dust from something. What it comes from. Some sort of maceration. Oops. Look at the veins. Not even on the veins. So somehow I had neodymium dust. Maybe it was from Best or something. But I had enough to make a lot of inductors. Saves me from making small coils. What else? The base looks janky AF. Let's see. See what it looks like. Just a big chiseled cobblestone. I really don't have the bandwidth to make 5,000 of another block. So I just use cobble and a builder's wand, and that made this fairly easily in like a couple of minutes. Honestly, you can make this whole thing. So for now, I'm just going to leave it as is, but in the future, I plan to do some SAMHSA style building. Oh, Max Creepers. Please. So, one thing I did was charms. I made some charms. This required going to the end. I used my chicken potion to get there. And the biggest bottleneck was really just my armor's durability. So I kept repairing that with the Dragon Essence Altar. But I was able to get enough charms to make some good stuff. Quest book, see how far I got. It's fairly far. I got through all these. Runes, charms. Charm Master is something that no one should ever do because these blue bags do nothing. Maybe if you want some runes. Maybe. And then, yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now in the end. I don't think there's any reason to do anything else because these transference gems are really OP, but they require IV assembler. Which, yeah, I'm not doing that. I can't make an IV thing yet. Otherwise, nothing else really here. That's for transference gems. I don't know what that's for. Yeah. Then we're on HV. We need to unlock EV. We just need to get to the moon. Really, we need to make titanium. That's it. So to get to the moon, let's see, space, race. Right now we got to make our NASA workbench, which I'm working on. I already have the 2 IV mainframes ready to go. I have to make the multi-purpose robot arms, which I calculated compared to the distillation towers, these are cheap. I already have the nether star plates. Have like a lot of nether stars from the sword. Where is that? Made the Skullfire sword, and I got stuck inside a dungeon during a blood moon, so I just sat there and killed skeletons for 10 minutes, and I had a ton of wither skulls. So I can show you what I got. I have a whole chest of division sigils from killing all these withers. 16, so I probably have like 18, something like that. And my nether stars are in here. I made this chest, the draconic chest, which, you know, I was really excited about it, but this crafting box does not work with the shift click, bring items here, like the crafting stations do. So it is a little frustrating that that doesn't work. I did get a night vision goggles and a jetpack from loot boxes, which I was very surprised because I was not enchanting them. And the chances are so low that, yeah, I mean, what? Like, wait, I got the electric. Yeah, the chances are 1 in 200 on that and 1 in 500 on that. So I was very surprised to see those things pop out. But I think maybe the loot boxes give multiple items sometimes, and the multiple items is a little bit better than a 1 out of 500 rate. Maybe it'd be like 1 out of 100 if it something like that overall. And then if I've opened 20 of them, so it's like 20% chance, kind of, maybe. Bad math, but pretty impressed that I got that. I think I've gotten that in most playthroughs actually as well. I haven't used it yet. I should use it, honestly, because I just need I don't need much and I can make this helmet, realistically. Yeah, I just need an autoclave to make these things. A lot of clicks, but, and then technically I could have just made this. Not really. Oh, I guess it's EV circuits for them, so it is a lot. How do we get back to that? There we go. Okay, so I need HV laser engraver and an autoclave. That's worth doing, I think, before the moon, because having that defense is huge. Because I can combine this with goggles of revealing. That's a lot of micro crafting. Definitely worth it though. I'm probably going to do this today. And then let's see. So in terms of moon, I need to do NASA workbench. So got this. Once we've got this, we'll be able to make the rocket, and the rocket requires, this is what you put in the NASA workbench. Needs these plates, which are just base materials. Some of these are just base materials too, just a lot of them. But that'll be quick. Could do that in like a couple hours. And then what else? Yeah, I think this is just all base materials as far as I remember. I mean, some of these are a little annoying. A lot of microcrafting, but otherwise, yeah, not too bad. Can do this in a couple hours. Yeah, some of this stuff is annoying to make. But nothing compared to, you know, what we've already done. So we need that, and then we need to start making rocket fuel. I forget, it's probably pretty easy to make, I would guess. And then I think I have some of this stuff from loot boxes. Yeah, so we got the oxygen mask. We have some tanks. That's funny. And we need a collector, maybe? I don't know. Do we need that? And then we can go to the moon. So realistically, we're a day away, maybe. We need to make an implosion compressor. And let's see. A lot of ammonium now. Should make a super tank for that. And just put a ton in for now. Manually craft it. So let's see. I was looking at my list of things to make, which is not inside the game. And actually need okay, I do need nitration mixture, which where is that? Nitration mixture. And to make this, I need nitric acid. Okay. This is made in a mixer. Easy. Nitric acid is made. I can use some little chem reactors, or I can make an LCR. Because an LCR gives this convenience recipe of ammonia and oxygen. That's easy. Once it's done, it's just prints nitric acid. The problem is, to make an LCR, we need PTFE, which we don't have. We also need circuits, which we can make, I guess, but yeah, it's a lot of circuits. And to make PTFE, we kind of want our own LCR to make PTFE, because the recipe for that is fairly annoying unless we do this. So could make a 4x LCR setup like we have of our distillation towers, or I could just bypass it. The problem is later on I'm going to need massive supplies of a lot of these things, so it's worth doing now rather than later, because if I delay it, it's just going to slow me down later, and might as well make myself faster now and faster later rather than skip it now and do it later, probably, because there's no improvement to doing it later. Anyways, that's my complicated thought process, and I'm gonna probably do this. So I have my LCRs all written down. I need at least 2 of them. Three of them. I just need 2, unless I'm making silicon rubber. I need 1 for PTFE and 1 for nitric acid. And so let's see. LCR here. We need 4 advanced circuits. I'm gonna just have to math this all out, figure out exactly all the things I need, and then I'm just gonna feed through it. These casings require chemically inert casings. Those require steel, a lot of steel. I need iron, and I need tin, and I need copper all today. Copper, iron. It's annoying, but we're gonna do it. I need it for the rocket too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of gameplay, Probably worth including some gameplay in the video, but I think I'm just gonna focus on the gameplay and do less talking. But you guys can tune in, and I'll do that for like maybe 10 minutes of gameplay while I try to rush and get those materials. Yo, what the? Are you serious? How did I get 8 of those? 8? What? Eight. Crazy. Well, I'll have to make those. I don't know how anyone could really say the crops are better than mining, other than for people who are chunk loaded for a long time, because I just mined that in less than 10 minutes. I still have my flight buff. Less than 7 minutes. I found it, mined it 7 minutes, and got like a couple thousand, maybe 1,000. If I sit here and mine for 2 more minutes, I'd get another 1,000. But right now, maybe I'll do it actually. Pretty crazy how quickly you can get resources by actually playing the game. Yeah, because each ore is like, what is it, 4 or 8? Yeah, 4. Crazy. If you get 250, then it's 1,000. Okay, our inventory is full now. Sure. And then this guy. The pigmen are mad. So we're just gonna get out of here. Be nice to get a little more. Yo, the guy invincible. How much copper did we get? Got a lot of iron. Maybe need more copper? No. We'll fill up inventory one more time. On the Chalco level. Okay, the location of this van is not ideal. Kill some pigmen. That's what we want to kill. All right. Let's go ahead and go back. We need to go south. A little hole. We line it up. No, I ran out of light. No, I didn't. What did I do? Press the spacebar too many times. We'll process this stuff. And we'll go to the end. Let's start with copper. Okay, let's see. So 308, we got over 1,000 there. Over 1,000 times 4. Let's say times 5 because we do get a lot of from the macerator or nether ore. There it is. 20% chance of getting an additional. So we're talking, we get this multiple times too because we get to wash it, centrifuge it. So I don't know. That's like 4,000 ores easily. Now I should have done that before I went to bed and just left it going overnight. But it is what it is. I'm gonna fill up actually. I think if I do this one more time, I should be good to go on sulfuric acid until next tier of boards even. Yeah, if I get over 100 boards, then that's the last time we get the better boards. Then let's see. Needed to mark that off. Now we need 10. We're gonna get from the end. Don't need the ore wand for that. I'm just gonna see it. Let's do it. Potion. Armor's still good. What else do I need for the end? Anything? Don't want to die in the end. Get our that's good. Okay. We're ready. My glider. Can I actually fly this high? 300? Is there a limit? Okay, that's probably too high. Pop some of these while we're here. Portal. Four minutes of flight. And let's see. Need to get 10. Iron. Be an asteroid. $60 to $220. And I do need obsidian. I am actually kind of afraid of the end here. Because I think some of these guys can disable my flight. What are these towers? Been out here before. 1 minute of flight. An island down here doesn't have a charm engine. There should be some ore on here somewhere. That would be good. What do you mean? Okay, we're looking at the wrong Y. Good. What's this one? Oh, not market? Yeah. I guess there's nothing up here these days. Like that's not always been the case. Hmm. Island? I don't think I discovered this one. Not the charm one though. I guess I'm just gonna circle around and go towards the spawn. There we go. Probably be enough. Three minutes of flight. 2 minutes. You go. Yeah, I can't fly right now. The slowness. That can be sketchy. That's why it's nice to have the knockback. It's pretty much the asteroid right there. Could find another, but unlikely we'll need more than that for now. Like, 700-ish. Okay. If I see one on the way back, I'll mine it. First time seeing this island. Obsidian. forgot to chunk load. Like this explodes. Just turn that off. Go blow that up. Is it not? Okay. No. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. That was pretty much about a good hour of gameplay, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and I will reply to your comments. See you later.